Welcome to today's theory video, where we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing characters in Rick and Morty. Morty, you might know him as the innocent, anxious sidekick to Rick C-137. But what if I told you that Morty's journey across the multiverse is far more complicated than you think? Is Morty the real villain of the show, or is there something deeper going on? Let's explore the rise of Evil Morty, the clues hidden in the show, and the evolution of Morty's character, which may hint at his true role in the multiverse. The first glimpse of Evil Morty. Our first encounter with Evil Morty comes in Season 1, Episode 10, Close Rick Counters of the Rick Kind. In this episode, Rick is brought to the Citadel and accused of killing 27 Ricks. As Rick goes on a mission to uncover the truth, he stumbles upon a lair filled with Mortys in pain, and there we meet Evil Morty. At first, Evil Morty appears as the sidekick to Evil Rick, and the two of them are causing havoc. He's cold, calculating, and most importantly, he's not as naive as the Morty we know. But even more interesting is when Evil Morty takes Rick C-137 to the lair's prison, where countless Mortys are held captive. As Morty suggests that they rescue the other Mortys, Evil Morty coolly responds, "It would be pointless, Morty. You have no chance of defeating a Rick." But after a pep talk from our own Morty, all the Mortys break free and overthrow Evil Rick. But here's the kicker. After Evil Rick is defeated, the truth comes out. It's revealed that Evil Morty was the one behind the remote control of Evil Rick. His eye patch, the device used to control Rick, was the key to his manipulation. And as soon as the situation calms down, Evil Morty destroys the eye patch and blends in with the other Mortys as if nothing happened. A desire for freedom or revenge. The question that immediately comes to mind: why would Evil Morty go to such lengths? Was this all an act of vengeance against Rick, or was there something deeper at play? To understand Evil Morty's motivations, we need to dig into his past. In Season 7, Episode 5, Unmortricken, we catch a glimpse of Evil Morty's life before he became what he is today. He's tired of the adventures Rick drags him on. He even mentions having gone up a butt. Again, classic Rick-style nonsense. But after this particular adventure, something snaps. Evil Morty is fed up. He's done being a pawn in Rick's game. This frustration sets him off. He's no longer willing to let Rick control him. Evil Morty hijacks his Rick's brain, installing the remote control device into his head while Rick is drunk and vulnerable. This moment marks the beginning of Morty's rebellion. He's not just the innocent bystander anymore. He's taking control of his destiny. The turning point: Morty takes power. One of the most significant moments in Evil Morty's story is his decision to run for president of the Citadel. In Season 3, Episode 7, The Ricklantis Mix-Up, we see the culmination of his efforts to rise to power. Evil Morty makes a speech during his campaign that is nothing short of revolutionary. Talks about how the real divide on the Citadel isn't between Ricks and Mortys, but between those who accept the Citadel's broken system and those who want change. Evil Morty doesn't just want power for power's sake. He wants to change the entire structure of the Citadel. His speech emphasizes that the Citadel is built on the suffering of Mortys, and that Ricks are not exempt from this broken system. His message resonates, and he quickly becomes a leading candidate in the race. It's clear that Morty's vision is bigger than we initially realized, but his rise to power isn't without opposition. His former campaign manager, a fellow Morty, becomes fearful of what Evil Morty represents. In a desperate attempt to stop him, he tries to assassinate him, but fails. The fact that Evil Morty's message is causing such a stir only shows the depth of his influence and the power he's accumulated. The dark side of Morty. Is he truly evil? So, is Evil Morty truly evil? It's easy to label him as the villain. After all, he does kill countless Ricks and take control of their minds. But when we look deeper, it's clear that Evil Morty is not just a vengeful figure. He's someone who has been repeatedly mistreated and manipulated by Ricks. The desire for freedom, revenge, and a world where Mortys aren't just tools in Rick's experiments drives him to take extreme actions. In fact, when we examine Morty's journey, it becomes clear that his actions are rooted in a desperate desire to break free from the endless cycle of abuse and control. He is not merely seeking power for personal gain. He's trying to reshape the world that has been so unfair to him and countless others. The actions he takes might seem ruthless, but they are born out of a longing for autonomy and respect. The ultimate plan, shattering the structure of reality. So what is Evil Morty's grand plan? After his successful rise to political power, it becomes apparent that Morty is aiming for something far more radical. He wants to dismantle the very fabric of the multiverse itself. By taking control of the Citadel and using his newfound power, he seeks to free all Mortys from the control of Rick. He doesn't just want to rule the Citadel, he wants to destroy the system that has kept everyone, Mortys included, under the thumb of Rick's. His plan, though controversial and destructive, is one of liberation. It's about ending the cycle where Ricks are seen as the smartest and most powerful beings in the multiverse, and Mortys are treated as disposable, secondary characters. The question is, does Evil Morty's desire for freedom justify the means he uses to achieve it? His actions might seem extreme, but they come from a place of intense personal suffering. Conclusion: Morty's evolution. As we dive deeper into the story of Evil Morty, it becomes clear that he is not the simple, innocent Morty we first met. His transformation into Evil Morty is a response to the constant mistreatment and abuse he endured at the hands of Rick. Whether or not he's truly the villain is up for debate, but one thing is certain: Evil Morty is a product of the broken system of the Citadel, and his actions are driven by a desire to break free. So, is Morty the real villain? Just maybe. Evil Morty is the hero in a story where the line between good and evil is constantly blurred. His journey raises important questions about power, freedom, and what happens when someone finally takes control of their own destiny. Evil Morty may have started as a sidekick, but his evolution into a revolutionary figure shows just how far a person, or a Morty, can go when they recognize the true power within themselves. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts. Is Evil Morty a true villain, or is he simply the product of a world that has broken him? Drop your theories in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Rick and Morty deep dives.